The fuck am I gonna do tonight? Where the fuck is my mask? Where did I put my mask? Nope. Fuck you, phone. I'm not answering you. There's my mask. I'm gonna go out and do some shit. Wait a second. What is this? PWG Steen Wolf? What is it? Pro Wrestling Guerrilla? What, gorillas wrestle in this DVD or something? Kevin Steen? El Generico? I thought those guys are Ring of Honor, not gorilla wrestling. Fuck it. I might as well watch it. Couldn't hurt. Maybe this is actually really good and Nick bought it for a reason or some bullshit. Well, let's watch and see what happens. Where's that goddamn remote? Ah, there you are. Let's watch some PWG Steen Wolf. And anything, I guess I could review on the IWWS channel if it's worth a damn. Let's see. Xbox, play. Fuck you, Xbox. That's right, you're not Nick.
Discretion is advised, but will be completely ignored.
That's this wrestling, you fuckface!
Welcome to the show.
Nick Danger here. I'm on the IWWS channel. Finally, after so long, I'm here. I'm here to do a review over something I did not know existed till tonight. And I'm talking about PWG Steen Wolf. I found it in Nick's room, and I was bored as shit on this Friday night, and I decided to review it. Actually, first I watched it, and I'm gonna review it. And I'm going to let you guys know what I think of it. Now, keep in mind, I've never watched PWG until now, so I might not get all these names right, but I'm willing to give it a shot. And Nick has formulated a new reviewing system, which you'll see in the comments below. Besides just match star quality and stuff, we have 8 factors that we want to review also for pay-per-views, which I'll talk about closer to the end, but let's get fucking into this. Alright, so the first match we got, the first opening match was Peter Avalon, Freddy Bravo, Ray Rosa versus Famous B, Chris Kadillak, and Candice LeRae. I don't know any of those fucking people. I guess I could compare this match to a TNA X Division match, I guess, with add one woman involved, and I don't know, it's just, I've never heard any of these guys, or guys/gals, but this match was a really nice opener. Like, everybody looked good. My favorite spot in the match that I saw, and I've never seen before, was a suicide dive into a spinning DDT from Candice LeRae. Oh, that was sick. And Chris Kadillak's shooting star press bomb into the corner was awesome. But this was a good opener. The crowd was hot into it, which, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the best crowd I've seen for a wrestling show in quite some time. Like, this is a really good crowd, but they were really hot for it. I give this match 2 3/4 star, a great opener. The next match we got was Rocky Romero versus TJ Perkins, and this is probably my least favorite match on the card, but I really couldn't get into this one, and the ending or not the ending. There was a botch at one fucking point, and I was just like, balls. I don't know. Just couldn't get into this one that well. I mean, both guys are good, I guess, but I gave this one a 2 1/4. Probably the worst match on the card, in my opinion. But then we got the next match, the Fightin Taylor Boys versus RockNES Monsters. It was good. I liked this one a lot too. Both teams looked really impressive. RockNES Monsters were doing all these high-risk moves and just brawling on the outside, and the Taylor Boys did like this awesome, like I'm trying to explain what he did. He kind of, his teammate kicked him up, and then he had him in the Canadian Destroyer and flipped him over, and it was just sick. The ending was kind of out of nowhere, but I mean, this was a good match. I thought this was good. I gave it 2.5 stars. And then the next match we got was what was the next match? Willie Mack versus Davey Richards. And this one excited me a bit because I like Davey Richards, and I heard Willie Mack is good, at least what Nick tells me. So I'm like, so this was a really hard-hitting match. I liked it a lot. Willie Mack impressed the shit out of me in this match, and Davey Richards had a really good match. I mean, it was hard-hitting, a lot of great wrestling spots. It was kind of intense at one point, and I liked the ending, and I gave this one 4 stars. And the segment after with Davey putting over Willie Mack was cool. Let's see, what's the next match we've got? Next match we got is Dos Luchas versus Los Luchas versus the Dynasty was up next, and this one was not bad. I've never heard of either of these two teams, but they both seemed to impress me. The Dos Luchas had some really good tag team moves and some cool high risk spots. And I guess the other team was okay. I guess Joey Ryan was pretty over as a heel, and Scorpion Dude looked alright. But fucker all. So I gave that one 2.5 stars. Still good. There was not a bad match on this card. I will definitely say that much. Then we get on to the last 3 matches, which are probably the best matches on the card. We got Ricochet versus Chuck Taylor. Great match. Both guys, I guess, had a feud going on this promotion for a while, and beyond PWG, I guess. Phone. Shut up. And so both these guys just put on a good match, and Ricochet does a pretty sick double front flip, and Chuck Taylor's awful waffle was really awesome. But I give this one 4 stars. Great match. And then on to probably one of the best tag matches I've ever seen this year or last year. It was Future Shock versus the Young Bucks. I don't know how to really describe this match. It was really good. I mean, Future Shock just kind of impressed me in this match, and I haven't seen a good Young Bucks match since the TNA feud with them and the Motor City Machine Guns. This was great. There's a pretty sweet-ass super kick fest that happens in a wicked clothesline after. It's just really awesome. I like the ending. I give this one 4 1/4 star. And then, number 8, the match that piqued my interest on this DVD. Kevin Steen versus El Generico in a ladder match for the PWG title. Jesus Christ, this match was probably one of the best matches of 2011, bar none. This is probably in my top 3. I mean, this match was just brutal. Kevin Steen and El Generico, since I've seen their matches in past ROH, so I knew what they could do, and to see them in another promotion doing this stuff, it's just awesome. I don't want to spoil any spots because this is kind of one of the reasons why you should go out and buy this DVD is the main event. But definitely check this one out. The after stuff with Super Dragon returning, I didn't really know who he was, but just from the reaction he got, he's like really big in that promotion. Like, I guess somebody said he was the Undertaker of PWG, and I'm like, wow, that's a pretty big deal. So, for that final match, if you add it, I'd say it's at least a 4.5-star match. But if you add in the end segment, you could say 5 stars without a doubt, and you wouldn't probably get much complaining. So that is that. Also, besides my star reviews for this, there's definitely 8 big factors to this pay-per-view that I looked into. For example, I'll go over the list. Entertainment value, just at a 1 to 5. Give that one a 5. It was very entertaining all around. I enjoyed it. I'm glad I got my hands on this. Wrestling overall, 4.5. I mean, the wrestling, the entire show was great, minus maybe one match I was kind of about, which was the TJ Perkins and yeah, who the fuck that guy is. Production, I guess it was a 4. I mean, it wasn't like amazing production, but it was good. The crowd, easily a 5. This crowd was awesome. This is probably, other than the Chicago crowd for CM Punk and John Cena, this is probably the best crowd I've seen in a wrestling show. Remembrance, like, will I remember this pay-per-view down the road? Of course, 4.5. And satisfaction, I got a 5 out of that one. I was satisfied to watch this. This is one of those DVDs I recommend for anybody that's never watched Pro Wrestling Guerrilla or wants to see a good wrestling show. This is your DVD. Anticipation, I really didn't have any. I didn't have any anticipation for this since I just found it a couple hours ago. But yeah, you know what it is. And memorable moments. God, there's a lot of memorable moments. Definitely the Willie Mack match and Davey Richards. Chuck Taylor and Ricochet have an awesome match. The Future Shock Young Bucks match and Kevin Steen and El Generico's Ladder Warfare and Super Dragon returning. Those are 5 main reasons why this show will be remembered for, hands down. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the IWWS channel. I just wanted to kind of prove that we also like mainstream, but some of us do like independent stuff, like Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, 420 Goonie. Yeah, you're one of the big guys. I kind of got like Nick got his interest peaked in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, but I digress. I have nothing else to say.